And they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First play, Mills looking to pass.
This is Hillman with it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A first down throw for Mills.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Mills.
And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now. It's McLaughlin.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Number 38.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Striker, 3-3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ultra, go Ultra.
They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, go.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mills on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant
26 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 97. Check, pink. Ready?
On first down, it's McLaughlin, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Hey, move.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mills.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's good for Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Hilton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mills on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right through.
2nd and 9 now. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down. McLaughlin, they'll get this down to the 38. Now a 2nd down at 6. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McLaughlin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Watch out. Ready?
On first down, it's McLaughlin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Okay, strike. Hey, flag. Field, flag. Hey.
Second and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5. Looking to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
From way up at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second and 9. Mills. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Mills.
Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mills again. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
10 cycles.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Mills to throw it. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. To throw, Mills. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mills. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Go, 10. 52 blaster. Mega.
On second down, it's McLaughlin, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mills.
This is Hillman with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here's Walker.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Mills. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Carlson down to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
17.
2nd and 4. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Slide through.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Claws red. Red, cycle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. McLaughlin, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Ready. Right.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3.
numbers. There he goes. 30, 10, and they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow, blue, black, ultra. Black, blue.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Type of people in life. People that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.